we have similar business interests and similar needs. We become the financial professionals to subsidise their requirements.
With developing an area and developing a business, you obviously need to align yourself with people that are currently in that particular market. Obviously, having an estate agent on your doorstep is very handy in terms of somewhere you can place your clients that are pre-approved or looking at property, and they have someone that they can refer their clients or people who have attended open for inspections or auctions. So vital in successful building of a business.
Part of my business in Sunbury is really to work locally, and it's close to home, so I thought the best place to go is to the local real estate agents. When people are buying or selling homes, that's where they go to.
As opportunities arose, so I'd get a contractor sale, work out who the selling agent was and work off that proviso. So I didn't target anyone specifically, just whoever came to me, and then I worked with that.
First one was to pick the biggest agent in the area, so work out who's the most vibrant, the most happening in terms of property and higher dollar value. It's all well and good to be dealing with people that are doing $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 mortgages, but the reality is we want to be doing $150,000 to $500,000 plus. So working out who's in the market space in a particular area that you're looking at marketing in, and the style of property that they've got.
For me, in my situation, I approached every real estate in Sunbury and cold called, and the ones that invited me in to speak to are the ones that I developed a relationship with. So of 9, I probably got 4 that would allow me in.
Simply professionalism. Just treat them as you want to be treated. Give them regular updates, introduce yourself via email, follow up with a phone call, let them know what stage you're at.
Been reasonably well known in South Bank. I've had relationships with agents here over a number of years. I've bought property here before, but in terms of fresh agents, a number that I've walked straight in the front door and asked to speak to their director. Others I've had experience with current clients that have bought through these particular agencies, and obviously the contact I've had during the process of loan approval and settlement has given me the way in, I suppose, to negotiate with an estate agent and work out a plan of referring business.
Cold call. I made a cold call, introduced myself and said that I would like to spend 5 minutes with them just to introduce myself and talk a little bit about Aussie.
Good 3 to 6 months before they actually understood what you're about and how you can add value to their business.
I think that continues to build, and not a lot. Look, I'd back myself and say pretty quick. The first couple of deals, are usually pretty hard, and we managed to get them through, and I think from that time on, the deals have only got easier, so the confidence they have in us has only increased.
I've never asked for business from a real estate agent. I've always gone and given them something to expect, and eventually they'll return the favour.
Nurturing is important. It's a contact thing, and it needs to be both on a professional and also a personal nature as well, to some extent. Not necessarily to going down to the pub on a Friday, but there needs to be some element of a relationship of sorts. So obviously contact and continual discussions on how things can be improved is important. But it's also that not only are you taking business from them, but you are evaluating to theirs too. So the need of supplying fresh clients to them, or new opportunities to them, or somebody that's pre-approved or looking at buying property in an area, referring them back to that agent regularly and making sure that the contact is made by the client.
I try to ensure every week that I at least pop in and say hello to the agents, let them know I'm around. Occasionally we'll go out and have a coffee. Generally I ring out, I deal with 3 agencies in particular, and I make sure that I speak to each of those principals every week, and I'd be involved in their sales meeting once every 3 months.
From a value perspective, it's another value add. I can confidently talk to my customers and let them know that I have contacts within the industry who can make your life a little bit easier.
A small amount at the moment, but it's very steadily growing. I've got a number of agents in inner city Melbourne, so there's about 4 major ones, 3 smaller ones that I'm working on, but it will be a massive part of my business going forward.
I see it as a very valuable part of my business, and I try to encourage my team to do the same. Because I believe that's where the best business can come from, is from our real estate agents, because that's where people are looking to buy their first home, second home, investment home, and we've got to get to them quick before they get a chance to get to the banks.
I think it's important that you're persistent and be consistent. So it's not a matter of hassling and hounding, but rather it will take time. In some events could take weeks and months, but just be persistent, be professional at all times, and don't give up.
Get out there and do it, be confident about it. As I said, you're as good as the last deal that you've done, so from an agent's point of view, they want it to be quick, efficient, easy to get to settlement. And if you can do that and do it consistently, you'll get known by the agents and obviously be in a position where you can ask for their business.
My advice would be certainly look for somewhere very close to home. In saying that is because you can be there on a regular basis, it's not too far out of your way, but definitely maintain regular contact and deal with the principal and the rest of the team. Get to know the whole team, and if you can, arrange a presentation to their sales team around a finance update once every 3 months. And when I do that, I tell them it's not an Aussie push, it's just about the finance and what's happening with the banks, and I find that way I can get into their sales meetings.